Hello everyone. Let me just get the chat up. Hello. Oh, already so many of us. Hello everyone. Hello Warhammer, Todd, Typical Morning Fan, Shrimpy, Silicat, Bont. Hello everyone. How are you all doing? It's about time. Yeah, I'm a little behind schedule today, but it's okay. Hello everyone. Hello Dark Dash. Hello to all of my stream mods who are already all here. What is ability damage? Well, we'll get into that in 2 seconds, I guess. But it's basically... where is it? This right here. So yeah. We're basically going to be adding a new stat to Hypixel Skyblock Remake, which is going to be exciting. Bald, thank you very much. I was waiting for when I'd see the first bald. How am I? I am good, thank you. So yeah, if you want to get your friend request in, now's your chance. Just quickly go on Hypixel, do /F, and BlueCommands is my username. And in a couple of minutes, we'll move to the remake. Why is slow mode active? Because my all of my stream mods really like it, so you know, I'm bullied into turning it on. But I can always turn it down if it's too much. I think that's 15 seconds right now. So yeah, here we are on my my real island. So yeah, for anyone who doesn't know what ability damage is, I guess we can go over it while we're in the actual version. Basically, if I go here, as you can see, it's a new... It was not that new, but it's a stat which was added I'm guessing it's a couple of months ago now. And as you can see, it says ability damage is the percentage of bonus damage applied to your spells. So this is things like, for example here, Aspect of the Dragons. My one does 14,701.9. But that's all based on how much ability damage you have. So if I had more ability damage, this would do a different amount of damage. So somebody else using this weapon would deal completely different damage to me. And as you can see here, you get more ability damage by doing enchanting and stuff like that. We're mainly going to focus on the actual effects of it, because there was a lot of people in the first version who were questioning why, you know, weapon damage was static, it was doing the same amount. And yeah, by doing this, you can actually give yourself super high levels of magic damage, and then you know, one hit anything with your, for example, as you can see, a Dragon Rage, stuff like that. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. I guess one more minute and then we'll move into the remake. I'm still getting a couple of friend requests in, so I'll wait one more minute. It also scales with intelligence. I thought they changed it, so it used to be, but I thought it now just scaled with ability damage, is my understanding. But I can always get the wiki up. I did have it up the other day. Let me quickly re-get it up, just so I don't mess anything up while we recreate it. Ability damage. Just getting up on my other screen. Ability damage. You're correct? Okay, good. Yeah, I thought I changed it so it was no longer about intelligence. Estimate on V2 release? Well, we'll see. We got loads completed, but we still need to merge it into one big version and then release that, which is kind of on me, so we'll see. What's your in-game name? It is BlueCommands. If I just put a dot in chat, there you go, you can see it there, BlueCommands. Is the stream over? No, we just started. We just got started. We're about to move to the remake now to get started. Right, let's move to the remake. Hopefully people... Oh, somebody's sending me... Is this going to be like a meme trade? Am I going to get like a... Why? Some people are insane in Skyblock, but I love it. How is it going with YouTube rank? Okay, well, I guess while we're here, we'll do another YouTube rank update. We're still waiting. I haven't been denied, we're just waiting. So yeah, hopefully we get accepted, but who knows. Okay, let me load up 1.16 and we can get going. What did I miss? Other than me being on Hypixel to get some From quests in, nothing. We've just started. Don't worry. Okay, 1.16. Let's get this up and get going. I did a tiny bit off camera, like a tiny bit, but I'll show you what I've done in a sec. Basically nothing. I've got a lot of people in chat asking what ability damage is. If anyone wants to help them out and give a quick description, that'd be great. I can maybe pin one of them as well. So anybody, any newcomers can... Otherwise, every time new people join, I'll have to re-explain ability damage. But yeah. It's basically control... A bit like how strength controls how much bonus damage you deal. It's the same thing, but with weapons. Or with spells, they call it. So item abilities, really. Hello, 𝐿_𝐲𝐬𝐬 says, I'll be here for every Blue Commander stream. Alright, I'll quickly pin one of these descriptions of ability damage. That's great, thank you guys. Oh, this is my screenshot taking. But yeah, this is for, I'm sure, quite a few of you. I don't know how many are subscribed to the second channel, but we made our first V2 sneak peek on, well, I'm sure some of you can guess what the sneak peek was on, based on all these cuboid shaped builds around my island. But yeah, if you haven't, make sure after the stream, feel free to check out that video. But yeah, if we just go into our hub, hopefully there's no spoilers lying around the place. I tried to clean up the world so there's no spoilers. Okay, so if I go game mode, creative. So yeah, what I've done so far is very simple, really. All I've done, if you go to the menu here, as you can see, it says ability damage in your list here, and also if I click on this, ability damage is listed here. So all I did was change the descriptions and stuff like that, but as you can see, no values are currently listed. It's just got a percentage sign and nothing there. So that's really as far as I got there. So if I open up the data pack, we can get going on actually implementing this thing. Okay, open with Visual Studio Code, which is what I always use to make my data packs. Let me quickly put this to the other screen so there's no spoilers. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, well, I think we're good. I've already got some of the stuff up, so that's good. When is version 2 coming? We're still not got a fixed date, but we've got a lot planned, so hopefully we'll see. The carrot asks, will I be showing off what he's developed? So yeah, basically what we wanted to do is also give you another sneak peek, but I'm not sure if I can because I haven't implemented it to this world yet. But Carrot, if you have a world download, we can always show that off soon as well. But I haven't merged the data pack yet, so I can't do it on mine. Oh no, I'm showing you. Oh no, I'm showing you the work in progress v.1.1, which won't be a public download. That'll just be for the devs. Okay. Anyway, so let's get started. First things first. If I go down here, what we're going to want to do is add our stat to this area. So if I go here, I believe I've already given it a name somewhere. I can't remember where. Lots of this I can close actually. Don't need that. Don't need that. Oh no, I think there's still spoilers here. Well, hold up, 1 sec. Okay, now we're spoiler free. Alright. The carrot, that's fine. If you have a world download, that's okay. So we'll go stats, loot tables, menu. Okay, I've already made the, if I go to ability damage, as you can see, this is the item I've already got up. I just want to copy this. Where is it? Copy this. So I want to move that into reset, like so, and then down here as well. And here too. So we're basically just creating scoreboards, which are the equivalent of variables, or in normal code, if any of you are programmers yourself. So we've got our total ability damage, we've got our base, and we've got our bonus, which correspond to the 3 different values listed here. Then we need to actually get the player default value. So when a new player joins, we need to set the default. And that will happen in, where is it? Base player stats. So just at the bottom of this, we can add, click here. What is the base ability damage? I think it's 0, but let me check. Help me out, chat. Is it 0 by default? On a new island? It's 0. Okay. Okay, well, I'll write 0 for now. Yeah, so 0 with 0 enchanting. So yeah, new player would have 0. Okay, that's cool. Alright, thank you. Then, next thing we've got to do is we've got to go into calculate stats. And we want to scroll down here a little bit. And this is basically how the stat is updated when you hold specific items and all sorts like that. So this way we'll be able to have custom items that give you like bonus, ability damage and all that kind of stuff. So what it does is it gets the total, it sets the total to the base, and then it adds on the bonus, which is how we get our running total. Like so. And then we've got to go to collect stats from the hand, which is this function, and just add it on to the bottom of here as well. Bonus ability damage, ability damage. Okay, nice. I think that's all we've got to do there. Looks good to me. And then we also got to go to helmet, chest plate, leggings, boots. I don't believe there's any vanilla items which actually give you magic damage through a helmet or any armor piece, but just because we have the ability to have custom gear, we're going to do it. So we're going to open up each of these armor pieces. And as I said, this is basically when you equip a new piece of armor, this function is going to run. And it's going to let you total your stuff up. So we go here, bonus, and here too. And this as well. Build damage. Let me just check that looks all good. I think so. Okay, then we can copy paste this in the others. And this is slot number 2. 101 and 100. Nice. Minions in V2. I'm afraid they're not going to be in version 2, but we'll see on upcoming versions. We've already got a load planned, and we've already started working on a ton of stuff, and minions aren't one of them, I'm afraid. But we'll get to them eventually. You know, we got some amazing devs who are working pretty fast through stuff. Like, I'm kind of shocked at how fast they code stuff. They're They're a lot more efficient than me. So, you know, expect a lot coming soon. Okay, so we can close these now. And let's see. We also need to go down here. And right here is the ability for accessories to have ability, or I keep calling it, yeah, I said it right, ability damage. So, we just copy this again. And we need to add a new scoreboard too. Which is, where is it? I can't find it. Here it is. So a build damage. Very nice. And then finally we add all that bonus back to the total. Like so. Okay, I believe that's all we've got to do in this function here. We don't have any of this needed. No. Okay, nice. I think that's that done. Alright, so if I've done that correctly, if I go /reload, and because I'm not a new player, I'm going to have to manually set my base score. So P, or at S is P, base of build damage to 0. So if I go to this and I open it, as you can see now it says ability damage is 0% at the bottom of there. And if I click here and go to the next page, there we go, our stats now say 0, 0, 0. And if I change my total, or my base, sorry, to 30, I don't know, just a random number. Yeah, my total's now 30 as well. Okay, cool. Set it back to 0 for 2 seconds. One thing I've just realised I've forgotten to do is we're also going to have to go to Sheets, Functions. I think it's in here. Yeah. And by doing this, build damage. Okay, yeah. By doing what I just did there, adding that line, I can now just run the command. Hold up, let it reload. Yeah, I can just run the command /trigger, and it's now a command I can run. So base ability damage, add 100, and boom. Now anybody can easily use that command when it comes to version 2 anyway. Set back to 0. Cool. Right. So now we've done that. If I get this back open, I can close this. Yeah, I can close this too. That's not needed. And I think I can also close this. Let me just double check. Okay, yeah, we can close that. So this was a temporary magic calculator, but we're going to fix this now to work with our new stat. So let me just find the correct calculation. Okay, here it is. So, as you can see on the wiki... Oh, hey, there's me. Anyway, so I'm getting distracted. Yeah. So the ability damage calculation, which is the equivalent of... Let me quickly get it up here. If I go to swords and, I don't know, aspect of the dragons. As you can see right now, R1 just does 12,000 damage. And if I go to attack a mob, let's go get a mob. Spawn eggs, I don't know. Skeleton will do. And I had to hit this guy. As you can see, it does 12,000 damage. And that's kind of a constant, right? Oh, I've run out of mana. But, yeah, no matter how much ability damage I have, it's always going to do 12,000. And we don't want that. We want it to follow this equation here, which is ability damage, and then we basically get the mana and the ability scaling and all that stuff. Okay. So, let's do that then. So first of all, we're going to have to calculate this in a slightly weird order. Okay, let me get this. If I do like this, we can hopefully see both at the same time. Hold on. There we go. That's a big enough, I suppose. Okay. A work in progress system here. Okay. So, First of all, how much damage we want to deal, we're going to store in calc magic damage right here. Actually, we don't even... This was a one we created earlier, but I don't think we need this anymore. So let me delete that. Where is it? Here. Okay, we can remove that. So we'll go scoreboard. Basically just for efficiency, we don't need this, so we can remove that. And I might just remove all this just for completeness, because we don't need it, and it's kind of confusing things right now. So we're going to have the ability damage output. So that's the total of this equation, I guess you could call it. The total of this is going to be, well, first of all, as you can see, it starts with ability damage here, but we're going to do it in a slightly weird order. So I think we're going to go straight mana. I think we're going to do mana plus 100. Yeah, we're going to do mana plus 100. So we're going to say scoreboard players, operation, and this is basically making... It's just like basic maths using scoreboards. So we're going to say the output is equal to my mana, so my mana pool. And then we're going to plus 100 to that. So scoreboard players add 100, like so. And then we want to times by the ability scaling. And this is different per the item you're holding. So if I go back to... Hold on, I've got to get them... Actually, it might be here. Yeah, I'm on the right page. So as you can see here, each ability has their own ability scaling value. So Yeti Sword is 0.3, Golem Sword is 1. Our Aspect of the Dragons, which is the one we're currently testing it on, is 0.1. And it basically controls how quickly the damage scales up, right? So if you've got a small ability scaling value, it's not going to do too much damage, but if you've got a large one, it's going to do a lot of damage. It looks like the highest these values get is 1, but that's okay. So yeah, we want to multiply, if we go back to our equation, we want to multiply what we've got here by that value. So to do that, we're going to want to, first of all, get the value. So if I go data get entity attesses selected item, this is going to tell me all the information which is held inside of this sword here, which is a lot. But if I narrow it down to what we're looking for, so I go dot base, and then we go dot abilities, we're going to want to add our scaling value into here. It's not currently in here, so we're going to have to change all of our items a little bit to support this. Where am I looking? So swords. If I open Aspect of the Dragons, and this looks like a mess, but I promise you it has purpose. And then we go to abilities, which is this here. So name, Dragon Rage, activation is the right click, type, item ability, mana 100, cooldown 5. Just to the end of this, we're going to add, what's it called? Is it mana scaling or magic scaling? Let's see. It's just called ability scaling. So we'll just write scaling, and we'll write 0.1, because I believe that's what the Aspect of the Dragons was. 0.1. Is pet leveling going to be in Remake 2? We'll see. The current plan is, originally I said pets are going to be in version 2, but now we have so much planned for version 2. Like, we have a ton of other really cool stuff planned that pets might be delayed till version 3. We'll see. Which I know is going to be a bummer to a lot of people, but trust me, we've got plenty of other stuff going on to look forward to. Some of which we might be showing in this stream. As I know the Carrot, who's one of our devs, was really keen on showing off some of the stuff he's been making. So yeah, now I've done that, if I go /reload, and I go get myself a new Aspect of the Dragons, it's from the menu down here. So as you can see before, when I ran this command, this is what I got back, but now holding this one, our scaling is also here. So it says scaling 0.1D, and that's, the D is just what storage type it is, a double. Okay, cool. So we're going to want to use this value in our calculations. We want to go execute store result in score, and then we're just going to write scaling, temp, run, data get, blah, 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 blah. All of that. Dot abilities, dot scaling. Wait, was it scaling? No, it was like so. Just add this, activation, right click. There you go. Lovely. I think that's going to work. So if I go back to our calculation again, we can replace that. That's fine. So yeah, we're getting the 0.1 from our aspect of the dragons in our example, and we are timesing that by 100. And that's only because scoreboards can't deal with values smaller than 1. They can't deal with like half values, or they're called floats, so you know, 0.5, all that kind of stuff. Can't deal with them. So we're going to have to work in bigger values and then divide it at the end. So our 0.1 will become, sorry, I can't do maths, 10, it'll become 10. And then we're going to times that on top of our output. So we're going to go back to this kind of thing. So ability damage output is equal to, and then they're going to multiply it by this. Scoreboard players set temp to 100. Okay, we're going to have a default value in case everything goes wrong. So now if I get back up our calculation, we've done basically this bit inside the brackets. We've done all of this. Although we do have to divide it still, actually, so I'll do that. How do I switch profiles? Well, we don't have a profile system as such, as in you can't go here and change profiles. But if you want to change your color, you can do /trigger change team, but that will kind of replace your existing team. So I wouldn't recommend doing that in case you've got progress in that one. You can't really have two simultaneously that easily. But yeah. Okay, we'll remove our old aspect of the dragons, so we don't need that anymore. So yeah, finally we're going to want to do multiply it by our stat, which we're working on right now. So this one, ability damage. So yeah, sorry, I was just thinking there. What we want to do is something like this. Actually, let me add some comments to this, it's easy to understand. So this gets mana, these two lines. And this multiplies it with item scaling. That goes up to there. And this bit is multiplies it with is it, I keep forgetting if it's ability damage or magic damage. I think it's ability damage, yeah. Ability damage stat. There you go. So we're going to say the damage is equal to the players, scoreboard players get at SSP, a build damage. That's the total. Then add. We're going to add 100 to that. Because basically, if we're trying to times it by our ability damage, and say in this example our ability damage is 0, we're going to have it does 0 damage, which isn't what we want. This is how much extra you deal. So we're going to add 100 to that. What program do you use? I use Visual Studio Code. And how did I learn to make data packs? Asked the Green Gamer. It's kind of a mix of self-teaching. I kind of just messed around with the commands in game until I started to get an understanding. But I also just watched a ton of command-based YouTubers. You know, I enjoyed looking at their creations. It kind of inspired me to make my own. I just came, what have we missed? So we have been making the ability damage stats. We added it to the menu here, so it's listed here, here, and that you could get base and bonus values. So technically we could have an armor piece that gave us extra ability damage. And right now we're doing the calculation for magic or abilities, I guess you could call it. And we're using that, or we're getting that from the website here. So yeah, finally we should be able to just times this. Forward player's operation, times that by the damage. And just to see if this is working, I'm going to add a line which basically just prints into the chat the output of this function. Which is going to be, if I get this, change that to that, and that to temp. Okay, so I still need to divide it, so right now it's going to give us a very large value. But let's just see what happens, right? So if I go /function, stats, calculate, and we get, where is ability damage? Unless I made an error. No, no errors. Am I looking in the wrong place? Oh, I wrote magic damage, okay. Magic damage. So right now we're doing 0 because we're not holding anything, but hopefully, fingers crossed I haven't messed anything up. Okay, right now it's saying 200,000, which is going to be way too much. But it should still be along the right lines. So if I go down here, they've got a calculator built in. So if I write 0 here, and my intelligence is 0 as well. Yep, I have 0 intelligence. Like so. Oh, I guess that makes sense, because you're not... So I'm just trying to think. See, this says 0, but... Oh no, we want 0.1 here. Ours came up with a very different value. And we used their calculations. I don't know how that happened. Well, first of all, let's divide our value. Right now our value is too large. Then maybe we can see what's going on there. Okay, so we'll add another line. Divide value. So we're going to divide by... This would divide by 100, but I think we might have to divide by more than 100. So this is 100 too large. Yeah, that's 100 too large. And is this also too large? Yeah, I think it is. That might be right. Okay, well, if that is right, I'll need to add... Skyblock, functions, reload. I need to add a 10,000 constant. Like so. Okay, let's try now. Okay, now it says 20, which also sounds very wrong. Okay, someone made it in your Discord server. Yeah, I think 2 people made it. It was kind of unfortunate because one of our devs had made it, and then also somebody submitted it as their dev project. But basically, I didn't get a chance to check out the one on the dev server too much, but my understanding of them was that they'd made ability damage, but they hadn't made it in like the menu and stuff like that. And also they'd use like hard-coded values for the items, so I want to kind of have a dynamic system, which means items made through the item generator can also have ability damage work with them. So I thought I'd just make my own, just to be safe, but yeah. They did both do a great job, it's just, you know, item generator. Item generator always confuses everything. Can you remind us how to subscribe? You should definitely do it, guys. Please. We're almost at 40k. And by almost, I mean we're miles away. Where we've got like 3,500 subs off. But, you know, help us out. Also, like the stream if you haven't yet. That'd be really appreciated. Done. Oh, thank you, Lizzie Talon. I appreciate that. When are you going to release a new version? Well, I guess we've got lots. Okay, so here's the situation. We've got tons of content made, but that's from all different developers. So my job's kind of to merge all of their work into one single world. Because obviously they've got their own world downloads. So they've sent me their files, and my job's basically to merge all that together. And once I've done that, well, version 2 will be ready. Then I'll just have to make the video. So that's where we're up to. We don't really need more content made. We're ready on the content. It's just about making it in one piece. Hopefully that makes sense. Anyway, I'm confusing myself with this stuff. Just thinking here. Okay, well, let's see. I'm still not 100% sure this is correct. Okay, well, let's do the calculation ourselves and then see what we get out. So, what we're doing is base ability damage, which is 0. So we have 0 base ability damage, times by... Maybe we should be adding 100. Maybe that's the problem here. I'm really confusing myself there. Maybe if I do this. Okay, let's try that. I think this will probably give me similar values to what the generator on the website does. But I'm not convinced that's how it works. It seems weird that... So look, now we get the same value as the website, but why would an item do 0 damage? That doesn't really make sense to me. Like, I get we have 0 ability damage, but still, like, this is the percentage of bonus. I'm convinced my way is right, but, well, I guess we can test on Hypixel. There's only one way to find out. We'll just test ourselves. Is it possible? It's actually a good question. Is it possible to add compatibility with Skyblock, which is basically, for those who don't know, I'm sure most of you do know, it is a Skyblock resource pack which like gives the all the custom swords and all that custom textures. The answer is I'm not sure. I haven't looked into it. I know I saw somebody on the Discord server who was making their own. I think they were making their own, or maybe they were doing compatibility with Sky as well. I'm not sure, but the answer is yes, it's possible for me to do, but it isn't automatic, right? It'll probably require me to do some work. So I'll probably have to make my own custom version, but... yeah, anyway. So, let's run the calculation ourselves. So let's use what they've got, the website's got, and see how accurate it is. So they say it's ability damage, which is 9. We have 9 ability damage. Times by... Okay, I've got my calculator out. 1 plus mana over 100. What's our mana? Our mana is 224. 224 over 100. Plus... Or was it times? Let's go back and look. Oh, times ability scaling. So that is 0.1 for my aspect of the dragons. That tells me I should be doing 11 damage, which sounds very wrong. Whereas in contrast, if I actually attack a mob with my aspect of the dragons, where it says here, right, I do 13,891. So there must be a mistake on their website, unless I'm doing a mistake somehow. Any thoughts, chat? Oh, Aspect of the Dragons has base damage. Oh, of course. So, but this is confusing me now. Each weapon has a base ability damage. Oh, so is this not talking about the stat? Is this talking about the weapon's base ability damage? And if so, then where does this come into the picture? So many questions. Okay, so people are saying that value, this value, is based on the weapon. So if that's true, where do we get that value from? Is it this one here? I'm guessing it's probably the one on the website, the 12,000. Let's have a look. Okay, let's try. So we'll plug in 12,000, which is what they've got on the website. 12,000. Okay, that would give me 14,688, which is not correct to that either. This is very confusing, chat. Maybe it. If I do this, no. So this is, yeah, it's 12,000. People are saying. So this is the trouble with remaking stuff. You've got to try reverse engineer their creations. See what's going on. The base ability damage is the base. Sorry. The base ability damage is the base weapon ability damage times the ability damage stat over 100. But the thing is, it's giving me a larger value than it says here. Maybe this is just wrong. Maybe the one in my lore of the item here is incorrect. Let's go test. See if I actually do how much damage it says I should do. Oh, it's the Christmas season. Okay, so let's just go to the graveyard or something nice and simple. I don't have the mana. So I did 14,701, which is exactly what the lore says. So yeah, that's correct. Wait, that is not what it said before, right? Am I going insane? That's not what the lore said before. Wait, hang on a second. No, I thought something was going down, but it's not what I thought. Okay, so it's close though. In my calculator, I've got 4,688 damage should be dealing, and here it's saying 14,701. So we're like 20 damage off. I think it updates when right-clicking. Yeah, I think you're right, because before it said 13k something, and the second I used the item, it's now saying a different amount. What if I do it again? Well, it didn't change, it did the same damage. But yeah, I think that's what it is. So I think it only changes the lore of the item when you right-click. Or maybe, like 𝐿𝐭𝐡𝐞 says, it's when I change lobby, I'm not sure. I've still got the same magic damage. What if I take my armor off? Will that won't affect my magic damage, will it? No, it won't, because I don't have magic damage on them. I don't know why I thought that would change anything. Okay, well, there is something. There's like 20 damage difference between what it says and what it actually does, which is really confusing. Well, I think it's close enough that we can just assume that maybe Hypixel Skyblock's like got a tiny bit of randomness to it, maybe, or something. I don't know. let me just double check there's nothing else which could cause it. So, well, that 1 is just a number, so there's no way that could be wrong. My mana. Is my mana 2 still 224? Yes, it is. If I go to mana pool, which is here. Yeah, 224 mana pool, so that can't be wrong. Enchants affect it, but then what enchants affect it? Because it must be a pretty terrible enchant if it was an enchant, because let's just double check it's not intelligence, which would be 100 less than the mana. No, that goes down to 13,000 if I do that, so that can't be it. I think it's very close. I think it's safe to say we've basically got it. The only thing I can think of which might be causing it is the 12,000 is only like an estimate. So it's not actually 12,000 ability damage. Or the ability scaling value is wrong. But I don't think it can be anything we're doing, because people are saying all enchants affect. Okay, let's go to the end and let's go test against a mob which does more damage. And if it does more damage, then we know Giant Killer's affecting at least, which is progress. So let's go to the Dragon's Nest. Oh, it's black. Oh, there's a... Wait, what? I didn't even realise that was possible, being warped into a dragon lobby. Okay, well, I suck at dragons, so I'm not going to fight that thing, but I've at least done a couple pieces of damage, so I can get like 2 fragments out of it. Let's go get our fragments. Yay. 3 young fragments. What's that, like 5 coins? Let's go. I don't even know where I store my fragments. Well, you can go in here for now. Buy a clean aspect of the dragons and see what happens. That is a very good idea. Yeah, I can buy a clean. Well, let's test if this works first. There's not going to be any zealots around because there was a dragon fight and they don't spawn during dragons, which is going to be a bit annoying. If I go out here, there should be some normal endermen appearing. Okay, let's do it on this guy. Okay, so keep an eye on that chap. And after... No, it did the same damage with or without... That means enchants can't work on it, because if they did, then... You know, that has 9k health, so surely that would do more damage, right? Okay, so yeah, enchants must only affect the left click ability, not the magic ability. Alright. 𝐭𝐶 just said they bought a fresh one. I wonder if they'll let me borrow it. I wouldn't need to keep it, I just need to borrow it. Is that okay, 𝐭𝐶? Come to my island, please. Or, actually, I can party you. You're already in a party? No, I'm not. When's ferocity going to be added? We'll see. I'm not sure yet. Someone's going to give me some... Someone's stealing my soul. Thank you very much. Thank you for stealing my soul. P-warp. Okay, can I borrow it, please? I promise to give it back. Trade request. Okay, this one still says 4... Wait, it just changed the second I went in my inventory. Wait, what? This says it'll do more damage. Huh? Let's go see. Okay, let's go test this thing. My chunks are loading really slowly. Smite 100% affects it. I don't know. I guess doing things like this, like testing, is the only way to find out. Okay, so this updates again. So yeah, it updates when you hold it, not when you... We were thinking maybe it was just when you right click, but no, it's definitely updates when you hold it. Yeah, as you can see, I don't think enchants can do anything, because we hit it with a fresh one, it does 14 14.7k. We hit it with a max in-shot one, it does 14.7k. And we hit a Enderman, and that also did 14.7k. So you'd think Giant Killer would affect that if it did. So I think try Smite. I don't know why everyone thinks Smite would work. But yeah, but if Smite works, then surely it would work on these guys. You know? Then it would have done more to these than the Endermen, wouldn't it? I'm pretty sure we've just solved a myth, guys. What is this? A plug in a data pack? It's basically a data pack, but if you are new, feel free to check the first link in the description. I've got my release video which explained everything. Okay, we'll walk 𝐭𝐴. It's his sword. Let's see him do damage, see if he does any different. That's weird because my max frozen scythe does more than my clean one. That's interesting. Oh, oh, am I being really dumb? Is that because I don't have... It's because I don't have Smite. I'm such an idiot. Okay, well, we'll test that in a sec then. I'm at the graveyard, 𝐭𝐴. Okay, well, we'll add... oh, here you are. We'll add Smite to my sword and see if it changes it. Okay, do you mind killing someone, please? He does 17k, but I don't know. Wait, can you do it? Can you do it one more time, please? We need an exact value, just for test purposes. So it was 17 something. Oh, I'm not looking. 17,297 that was. And also, what is your magic find? We need the magic find value too. The one in the menu. %113%. Oh, that's actually quite high. Okay, let's see then. Let's sub that into our... Okay, so we've got... Okay, and finally, 𝐭𝐴, what is your mana pool? How much mana pool do you have? Okay, so we can put all of that into our equation and see what that gives us. That would give us more than... This is so confusing, guys. My mind is being blown right now. Okay, well, let's solve one myth at a time. Thank you, 𝐭𝐴. I'll try and make a note of all that. Let me quickly... I'll write that down with some good old pen and paper. Okay. There we go. I've got it down. Here's 17. Wait, what? Chat. Oh, I'm so confused. Wait. What's going on? Not 113%. Everyone's saying. But he said. Oh, he said magic find. Oh, okay, it's 17. I was going to say that. This seemed really... Thank you, everyone. Sorry, I was too busy looking at one monitor. I didn't see the other. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Okay, let's try that then. See if that's any different. Okay, with his mana pool, you'd expect to get 15,984. But he got 17,000. This is so confusing. Now I understand how some of you guys feel when you're watching my live streams. Okay, so what happens if we... Oh, actually, I might have got it. Sorry, I'm just doing all this work on my calculator. It's supposed to be so boring for you guys to see, because you guys can't see what I'm typing. But I can do this on my... Is there a built-in calculator? There we go. Built-in calculator. Why is everyone saying bruh moment? I'm so confused. Okay, here we go. So, we calculated that it was... This is how much damage you'd expect him to get, but he got 17,297. But if we times that by his magic damage, is that, and if we add that to his damage again, so that's too high. That's too high. Now we're above where he said. Okay, we need a foolproof way to reverse engineer this. Okay. I'm just not sure how what that is. Okay. Let's open good old paint.net. You can never go wrong with a paint.net image. We'll just set our canvas to something massive. Oops, probably shouldn't have done it that big. Okay,